First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
With the give to Nick Chubb.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
And the Browns first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
The ball carrier.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
We're talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket.
Number 6.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Clean on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 34. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
A gain of 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Mayfield's pass.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The keeper
certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going an absolute perfect fit.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
On the play. And the Browns.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Browns 7, Ravens 0.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At their
He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Open man is Duvernay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try
and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to a... Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
A give. This is Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Chubb, the Browns ball carrier. Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He was brought down there by Will Parks. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Browns.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run for Nick Chubb. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This time Jackson will throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
They'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Browns drive about to get started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
It's a gain of
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Mayfield on first down, trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Complete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10. yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Jarvis Landry, incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety.
Incomplete.
That brings up 3rd down.
Delpit on the coverage.
From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 45-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw again is Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Browns 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the left.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Ravens 30, Browns 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like the bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
at the 25-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. And sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
It's up 2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
First down and more for and look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mayfield on play action. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. But they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one. That hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Miles Boykin. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.